I would like to say a few words about the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Library. Many of you visit other presidential libraries and know about the custom of establishing libraries to house the papers and memorabilia of every president when he leaves the White House. My husband had looked forward to retiring to his library at the end of his time in Washington and making his headquarters there, as President Truman does in Independence. That is why he chose the site for the library along the Charles River in Boston, near the scenes of his own youth at Harvard and in the midst of the varied educational community of Eastern Massachusetts. He wanted the library to play an ongoing role in preparing young men and women for lives of public service. He visualized it as a vital center of education and exchange and thought. Almost all of what the president and his family bring into the White House and collect there while they make it their home leaves the White House with the passing of power. While it is true that many personal belongings of the presidents are enshrined in their former homes, beautiful houses such as Mount Vernon, Monticello, and Ashlawn, for many years there was no one place where people could go to see all the things representative of a particular president and his administration. Not only personal objects, but important papers of state, treaties, and speeches. The year 1939 marked a change in this pattern. A joint resolution of Congress established the Franklin D. Roosevelt Library, located on the 33-acre site in Hyde Park, New York, near the final resting place of the President and Mrs. Roosevelt, and not far from the Roosevelt ancestral home. In 1955, the Congress took a second and most important step, known as the Presidential Libraries Act. And under it was established the Harry S. Truman Library at Independence, Missouri. Soon, with your help, on this site a fifth presidential library will become a reality. It will never be a dead place, merely housing relics and papers of the past. That would not be fitting for John Kennedy, who was so intensely involved in life. It will grow and change with the times. Now he will not see the library to be erected in his name, but his parents and brothers and sisters and I all look on it as his memorial. We want a beautiful building to rise along the banks of the Charles. When that building is completed, it will be turned over to the government and will become the property of the people of the United States forever. My husband believes so strongly that one's aim should not just be the most comfortable life possible, but that we should all do something to right the wrongs we see and not just complain about them. We owe that to our country, and our country will suffer if we don't serve her. He believes that one man can make a difference and that every man should try. That is why I know that the library will be the best memorial of all, the one which would have pleased him most, for it will be an institution which enlists young Americans and young people everywhere in the understanding and practice of democratic political life and service.